Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm actually going to do a TWAB reading for the video because this is a pretty meaty TWAB with some of the preliminary patch notes and all that. I actually haven't read this yet. I'm going to just go through it and kind of, I guess, give my thoughts on it live. I'm probably not going to do this for every TWAB unless people really like these videos, in which case I might start doing them more often. But for now, we just have the July 1st TWAB for Destiny 2. Alright, so this week at Bungie, we prepare for Solstice of Heroes 2021. We already knew Solstice was coming next week. That was on the roadmap. It's almost time for celebration. Earlier this week, Guardians pushed back again this night. It's overnight. Korea. I'm just going to skip this. This is some basic stuff. The Solstice trailer. I have watched this. It's your basic stuff. You have your armor here. The armor, in my opinion, doesn't look as good as it has in the past, but it's not awful. I'm probably going to grind it out. EAZ is back. That's all you really need to know. Big party in the tower isn't the only thing that's going on. As you upgrade your sets, you'll once again be able to earn some magnificent white glows to adorn your armor with. If you have a taste for the elements, Eververse will offer the universal ornaments for purchase that will shine brightly with glows that reflect your equipped subclass, just the same as last year. You can grind it out and get a solid white glow, or you can buy ornaments for the glow that's based on your subclass. Cool. For a full rundown on Solstice and everything coming, make sure to check out our seasonal event page on Bungie.net. I'm personally excited for a fun new shotgun that will be available during the event. This is interesting to me because this shotgun could be really good. I don't know what element it is yet. It looks like retro futurist, but that is just the basic weapon model. It's not necessarily going to be the same archetype, but it's a cool looking shotgun. If it's got good perks, I will farm for it. Okay, so this is the first big thing. July 6th. VOG Master, you've got this here. This looks like the normal VOG armor, so nothing changing here. Raids fall squarely into the in-game space of Destiny, providing aspirational contents of fire teams of 6 to more. Once you've climbed the mountain and planted your flag, you may find yourself asking what's next. Vault of Glass Master, how do you enter? When signing in next Tuesday, we will offer the Master option. Difficulty to launch for you and your fire team. While there's no minimum power requirement to enter, enemies will be at 1350, so you want to earn some pinnacle. Okay, that's good. I was hoping we'd have contest mode at least 15 down, but we don't. It's whatever. Cool. So I mean, yeah, 1350 is fine, but like I've been grinding a lot. I'm at like 1340 something, so I won't be. I know that's a lot, so I'm very much in the minority there, but I don't think it'll give me the same challenge that it'll give to other players just because of light level and stats, unfortunately. But I am glad they're bringing back this hard mode difficulty. This is definitely something that was needed, and hopefully it is a lot more challenging. First up, unlocks the final triumphs. We get the ship. Master Vault of Glass will also introduce time lost weapons to Destiny 2. Time lost weapons can be comparable to adept weaponry from GMs or Flawless, but offer an additional perk in columns 3 and 4 for slightly more customization. That is really good. Wait, that is really good. Okay, I think this here makes up for this not being contest, in my opinion. This is really good. It's harder. It's not going to be as fast of a run, but you are going to be able to, isolate better rolls because you get 2 rolls on each weapon. Completing VOG challenges in the master difficulty of the activity, you'll be rewarded. Each week will feature a specific time loss weapon for you to hunt, rotating alongside the available challenge. Once you've earned a time loss weapon, you may also purchase additional rolls from the chest at the end of the raid on master difficulty using spoils. These will be at a higher price than normal versions. Okay, I expected this actually. Without they'd be more expensive. They didn't confirm yet whether or not it can slot adept mods. We'll focus. Okay, wait. So there's armor. Does that mean there's also an armor focus? Because if there's armor focus, that's good. Because I've run VOG a bunch, and I actually still don't have a warlock helmet or a hunter cloak. It's been kind of hard to get those specifically, so that's also really good here. Please note, weekly reward lockouts are shared between the normal and master difficulties. Okay, so if you do normal and then master, you lose out. Get ready for a fight. This won't be a walk in the park if you haven't dipped your toes into the Destiny 2 endgame before. Enemies will be tougher. They'll be looking to put you down with more aggression. A few more champions will be appearing. That's good. More champions is good. More modifiers will be active, forcing you to think on your feet and come prepared. If you're looking to increase your power, make sure you do weekly milestones or pinnacles. Just an old thing. One way to do that is Iron Banner. It's active right now. Cool. Master VOG's good. 1350 is good. Time lost weapons being easier to get rolls for, also good. That's all really, really good. Shifting Sands, mid-season sandbox update. So this is what I really wanted to focus on. And over the last few seasons, we've seen some pretty big changes to the Destiny 2 sandbox. Aggressive hand cannons jumped into the spotlight of PvP. Rocket launchers became an awesome option for PvE and content, and Dead Man's Tale started whistling in the wind and much more. Over the last few months, the team has been working for a mid-season sandbox patch, much larger than the ones we've shipped in the past. To give you all of the details, Weapons feature lead Chris Proctor has once again agreed to lend some time to the TWAB. So normally they don't make large changes in a mid-season patch. I kind of mentioned that actually in my video on Stasis, but I'm really glad to see it. Mid-season patch is good because this game takes a really long time to get major patches out, and it helps having more patches or larger patches helps prevent staleness in the meta, which I know is a major complaint a lot of players have had recently. But a handful of weapons sucking all the air out of the room. We decided to make some big changes. Originally planned for Season 15 into next week's updates. All good. I like more big changes more often. We'll follow this up with a big set of changes in Season 15. Moving these changes up to Season of the Splicer also gives us the options to do some reactive tuning during Season 15's mid-season patch. All in all, we'll continue to make changes outside the seasonal updates when we can, but they won't typically be this large or numerous. Okay, cool. PvP are shotguns, 120 RPM hand cannons, and Dead Man's Tale. All good. I kind of don't like 120 RPM hand cannons or Dead Man's Tale at the moment. I will use them, but I really wish I could use other weapons. Combined, these dominate all forms of PvP, particularly Trials. We've also been getting large amounts of feedback about Special Weapon in the Crucible, and this will be a first step towards addressing these player concerns. All really good things so far. And Sleeper and PvE. This is one thing I've been interested in. There will probably be a video on Sleeper once this patch comes out, by the way. Probably a lot of videos from me next week. Not quite sure yet. And, so most Special Weapons should have one situation with their dominant choice. If caught outside of this, should be at a disadvantage. Perfect. Moving towards... more adjustments later on. Cool. This is the big thing. Special ammo is super abundant, and that's something they're looking to address. So snipers need to engage at long range with aiming skill. Yes, good. I think if you get hit with a sniper, you should be aiming at the ceiling, if you ask me. Shotguns engaging at point-blank range, using skill at movement and positioning to get close enough to get a 1 or 2 hit elim. Yes, I think that's fine with shotguns. Fusion rifles, careful positioning and pre-charging over cover. Yep, cool. Trace rifles, strong at close to mid-ranges. Yeah, all right. Useful weakening opponent, getting damage around corners. Cost projectile travel time, being in a bad place makes your shot with a single round magazine. Okay, this is fine, but I think these definitely need some balancing. So let's talk about weapons. Shotguns are very dominant. That's no secret. And we don't see much counterplay with primary weapons like sidearms and SMGs. Part of the reason I don't see very many, I think, is because Fellwinters will just clap you if you try to fight it with an SMG. We see frequent player feedback about the prevalence of PvP and how they make it difficult to use various weapon archetypes that otherwise feel good against players without shotguns. Okay, cool. I'm just going to skip that because it's just more stuff. Okay, so the main thing here. Aggressive frame shotguns now have a higher spread cone. This is good. This makes it harder to get one hits. Reduced shotgun damage fall off minimum by 2 meters. Increased fall off maximum by 2 meters. Is that... So you need more range to get... If I'm reading this correctly, I might be wrong. But if I'm reading this correctly, it means that at base, your shotgun will be a little better, but it will have more spread. But you will also need more range to put it to its maximum potential. This could actually push that Iron Reach Reachwalker further into the meta, but I'm not sure yet. Slug shotguns are unaffected as they should be. Aggressive hand cannons were adjusted in Season of the Splicer, but didn't make enough of a difference. Yeah, they're pretty much a DMR at this point. Reduced precision multiplier from 1.8 to 1.6. So it will no longer be able to 2-tap. That is a big deal. That is a really big deal, in my opinion, because now 140s will have the same TTK if you land all your headshots. Or, sorry, a faster TTK if you land all your headshots. Same number of bullets, I think, but I'm not a huge PvP player, so don't take my word for it. Reduced aim assist fall off by 1 to 2 meters, depending on the range stat. That's good. Reduced damage minimum fall off by 1 meter. This reduces their damage fall off advantage over other hand cannons to 1 meter. So yeah, 140s. Probably going to be a 140 meta. Get ready to go grind for an Adept Palindrome. There are also a few changes to perks. Drop mag can no longer roll on new drops of weapons. Will have functionality changed later. There's a change coming next season that requires adjusting this. Okay, so drop mag is getting changed, and it will no longer be dropping on things on new weapons. Your old weapons with drop mag can keep it, so if you like drop mag, you don't lose it, but you won't be able to get it until it gets changed next season, which I don't know necessarily if that's good for drop mag users. Pulse monitor. Fixed an issue. The handling bonus was no longer applying. That's just a bug fix. Rewind rounds would not trigger if that's a bug fix. Okay. That's a good bug fix. And Reservoir Burst, the detonation on kills doesn't feel reliable and impactful, so it's been updated to be the same consistent speed fix as Dragonfly. All good. Bug fixes, quality of life changes, nothing really changing there. Dead Man's Tale is dominant. On mouse and keyboard, yes. Aim assist, okay, so it will be harder to hit your headshots. DMT might still be really good. The only thing is that the hip fire will not be like basically infinite range anymore. It will have less range. That was the main issue, is that you could hip fire from years away. It will still be good at long and close range, in my opinion. Aim assist cone, angle, hip scaler. So you'll still be able to ADS. So they're not killing DMT. That's good. I really liked the weapon, but I think it was definitely way too strong. Sleeper did not receive any custom tuning. Blah, 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 blah. Fixed an issue where Sleeper was benefiting less than other LFRs from the Season of the Splicer LFR precision damage buff. That's good. Total buff is now 16.5. Keep an eye on Sleeper. This thing might be really, really good. I will do some testing, and I will probably make a video on it. The near future. We have more changes than usual for Season coming in Season 15. I always like to see that. Some of the follow-ups above, and others that were too large for mid-season. Preview of the changes. Okay, fusion rifles. Subfamily differentiations. We're planning on a large rework of fusions, changes to fusion perks and mods, and custom tuning to most exotic fusions. Is Vex Mythoclast a fusion rifle? Let's say yes. So we actually are going to be getting this Vex buff. That is big. That gun is absolute garbage. I got it this week, and I do not like it. I have played with it a little bit before on a friend's account, but just to test it, I was going to make a video, and it was just so bad that I didn't even want to touch it until they buffed it. Breach GLs. The above shotgun changes, we expect other special weapons to increasing usage, and GLs have the potential to become more frustrating to play against. So we're playing a small change that specifically touches on priming and cleaning up. That's always fine. Scouts and hand cannons and PvE. I want to be a bit more efficient PvE. We found that minor enemies and high-end content take way too many shots to kill with these weapons. That's cool. I actually like the scout buff. Hung Jury is back. The adept version is really cool. I might actually make a video on it, but I might just wait for the scout buff and lump it into that. I'm not sure yet. Machine guns. They're not doing their intended job well enough, so they're getting a noticeable change for Season 15. That's great. Machine guns are still very much a victim of the old Lunafaction boots, where they got nerfed because of auto-reloading, and they never really recovered from that. They never really compensated for that nerf after auto-reloading got removed. Special economy, especially in PvP. The above change to shotguns could help tone down aggressive frames a bit, so we've got a couple of small changes planned that could reduce the amount. Special ammo floating around to a degree. That's good. Anarchy has done too much too well for too many years, even without counting the boost it's gotten this season due to the sweet grenade launcher artifact mods. So we're making changes that make it great at a couple roles rather than just being the jack of all grenade launchers. I like that. Anarchy is boring to me. I do not like just tagging 2 Anarchy and popping a Chaos Reach. I like the weapon well enough, but I don't like it being a universal one-size-fits-all. More reason to use exotic primary weapons to high-end PvE content, and we have changes coming to help this. I love that. I love exotic primaries. They're a lot of fun. Your primary is usually your most used weapon, so having a unique one is a lot of fun. If anyone watched my streams from last season of the Proving Grounds GM, we used Unstoppable Pulse with Outbreak Perfected, and it was a ton of fun compared to just using like Anarchy or anything like that. We used Outbreak, and it was really, really fun for melting down champions. I think these buffs are very welcome. And the more distant future. Okay. Okay, that's cool. This is good down here. Close feedback on exotics that are under and overperforming. Shake things up. Catalyst is a way to buff underused exotics. Yes. Okay, so this is good. But I think sometimes a catalyst is enough to fix it. It's like if we were to take Vex Mythoclast, for example, its catalyst does not fix any of the problems with a weapon. So the catalyst isn't a buff to fix it. The Vex needs a different buff. At the risk of being vague, we also have long-term plans to address the issues of exotic orb generation and kill trackers without making a catalyst for every exotic in the game. That's really good. I know a lot of people that like exotics like Malfeasance, and they want kill trackers or orbs for it, but there's no catalyst, so that's always fine. there you have it. As Chris mentioned, this is a bit of a meaty mid-season update. That's part of why this video is 15 minutes already. Not terrible, not too long, but it's a very, very long patch, and I want to go in depth. Patch note previews. So they just fixed Code Strider platforms. That's cool. The Ghost now spawns in a decent spot. This will be good for the GM. Because this would have been a problem in the Grandmaster, seeing as you can't get back up there to revive your teammate. Decreased trace rifle damage and momentum control. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's just make it so it's not always laser tag, but don't kill it. Fixed an issue in which slow duration from Withering Blade did not increase Whisper of Endurance. Stormcaller Warlocks were unable to use Ionic Blink when slowed by stasis. Diamond Lance could regenerate by throwing a Glacier Grenade into a pile of Telesto, of course, Telesto. Fixed a few bugs in which abilities were not properly costing Sentinel Shield energy when guarding. Celestial Fire, Withering Blade, Shivering Strike, Glacial Quake, and Silence and Squall. Okay, so it was just not losing energy for blocking those. Stay tuned to Bungie.net for a full list of patch notes. Okay, cool. Patch notes coming. Maintenance timeline. This is all normal stuff. I'm going to skip it because it's not patch notes. Okay, some small issues that are being fixed. PlayStation players, you will not be having persistent beagles anymore, apparently. Assassin's Cowl no longer clips through a majority of Hunter Cloaks. I like that. It's just a mild annoyance, but that's fine. Gunsmith weapons will no longer be missing Masterwork slots. That's good. I hope that's retroactive, because the Godroll Truth Teller he sold last week did not have a Masterwork. Armor with glows will properly display their glow when transmogged over another armor set that also has glows. That's good. Bungie Store beta delay. The Bungie Store beta will be rolling out on July 1st. Its launch has been delayed to later in the month. Okay, that's fine. Solstice begins at 6 and runs until August 3rd. Solstice Heroes Guide. I'll be streaming that, be grinding that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully. Known issues. Players who die at the same time as they defeat the boss and expunge sticks will respawn outside of the boss arena and be unable to claim their rewards. That's these are things they're working on, not things they're fixing yet. And emblems appear off-center when inspecting players using an ultra-wide monitor. Insight Rover Hunter Vest has a slight texture overlap, and weekly Crucible Challenge may occasionally not gain progress from completed matches. That's about it. Heatwave Seattle stuff on Movie of the Week. Cool. I usually go back and watch a Movie of the Week, but this is already a very long video, so I'm not going to do it here. Cheers to our winners this week. If you like your movie, if you'd like to submit your movie to be featured, cool. Always Movie of the Week, always fun. Formal attire. So this is fashion, or is this is the Artist of the Week? Okay. Artist of the Week is always cool. I like Saint in the suit, doing the Gatsby pose. That's really classy. I like that. Macaroons, cool. Vault of Glass with a little like arcade animation. That's also really sick. Earlier this week, it was remarkably warm in our neck of the woods. It felt a bit like Mercury outside. I was sweating harder than I normally do in PvP. Thankfully, coastal winds made their way to the city of Seattle just in the nick of time. Planning to spend some time in Iron Banner this weekend. Hopefully the temps stay a bit cooler so I can focus on getting my pinnacle bounties done in prep for my Master VOG run. Good luck out there. Cheers from DMG04. Cool, so that's the TWAB for the week. This is an 18-minute video. It's really long, but this is a very meaty TWAB, very in-depth. So I thought I would just make a video on it. If y'all want to see more TWAB videos, you know, I can start doing this regularly, but I really just want to make a video on this one because it's very specific. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me what you like or what you're excited for in the TWAB. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, and we'll have some videos next week for Solstice and all that. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you guys later.